Aloha, welcome and namaste. I'm Ravi Das from Paia, Maui via California and India, and this is Mystical Maui, my new interview show that brings you wisdom and practical solutions in your quest for higher consciousness and right living, helping in what we hope is a new age of sharing and compassion for the earth and each other. I hope you can profit from them. Remember, I said I bring you information. Please investigate before you jump into any spiritual program. There's a lot of nonsense out there. My guest today is Dr. Tanmay Goswami, who belongs to a 500-year-old family tradition of Vaishnava Ayurveda Chikitsa. He has an MD in Ayurveda and inherited the age-old secrets of astromedicine from his grandfather, Goswami Sri Sudamaji Maharaj.
Hi.
Namaste. Namaste, Dr. Goswami.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you?
Good, very good.
Good. Welcome to beautiful Maui. Let's
Thank
get
you.
right into this. Dr. Goswami, I know this is a big topic, but what is Ayurveda and its benefits?
Wonderful question. Usually this is a question which I have to reply many a times in my all interviews. Ayurveda is having two words. The one is Ayu and second is Veda. Ayu is a life and the Veda is a knowledge. So Ayurveda is a science of life, a knowledge of life, a wisdom of life. Here we do not discuss only about diseases, we discuss more about the health. The difference between the other systems of medicine of the world and the medical system like Ayurveda is that Ayurveda talks about the body, mind, and soul, the prana. Ayurveda believes in treating, in maintaining the health of the body and mind. We don't work on the diseases that much, actually. Diseases can be cured with symptoms, but we work on the body. For us, it is A, B, C, X, Y, Z, any disease, does not matter, from fever to cancer. What important is how the health is, how the body reacts to the life, to surrounding. How is your immunity? How is your prana? How is the energy in you? Ayurveda says if energy is good, if prana is good, then no disease can come to you. And even if disease comes to you because you live in the life, sometimes you cannot eat good food, sometimes you may exposed to something like VAG in Maui. So you have a chance to develop some problems. But if you follow Ayurvedic principles, then you can really fix it. Because we cannot change society. We cannot change the environment, but we can change the body according to that. Body has a nature of adjustment. Mind has a capacity to empower anything. So if you take the herbs which is mentioned since 5,000 years in Ayurvedic treatise, then your body becomes like iron. You become so strong that any change in surrounding, in environment will not affect you. That's what.
Give us some benefits of Ayurveda. Okay. What will happen? And also, I think you brought that term up, prana. I know prana because I've been in India so many years, but I think that's not as well understood here in the Western world. But it's a key term, I think, in Ayurveda and yoga and everything. Prana, pranayama. What is prana?
A wonderful question this is. Prana is life. Prana is breathe. The day prana stops, I mean the breath stops, in medical science we say person is dead. Now the prana means it's not the breath which we take through the nose, nostrils, and we take it out. Actually, each and every cell of our body is having prana, is breathing, So what happens that if you really have life, which is living, the health in each and every cell, we call that you have a good prana. Moreover, the first question I want to go, which you ask, what's the real benefit of Ayurveda? Well, it's a very long question, but I want to reply you in short. Nobody wants to die with diseases, number one. Nobody wants to become old. And I tell you one thing, Ravidas ji, aging is the biggest danger in the world. We are getting old before the time. Old is not with the age. One can live up to 100 years, but can live young. And one can be having an age of 30, and they can be old. Old means when you have lack of energy in you. Old means when you have to go from here to 5 miles and you get exhausted just by a little walk.
Right, I've had that.
So that's the old, you know. So Ayurveda is having a concept that if you follow the principles of lifestyle given in Ayurveda, if you follow the diet and the food mentioned in Ayurveda, if you follow the great nature's advices of the herbs of Ayurveda, if you follow the mantras and the powerful vibrational increasing system of Ayurveda, and then I tell you one thing, your energy in your body remains perfect. And if the energy in your body is perfect, then whatever the age is, it doesn't matter. Nobody can grow older. Nobody can be weaker. Nobody can lose energy if you follow the nature. You know why? That's the reason that if you follow Ayurveda, you remain young. You remain healthy.
I like that.
Yeah. You just do your work. Ayurveda says, whatever work you're doing, you keep doing it. But follow some system. Follow the rules and regulations that of the nature. If you don't follow the nature's law, then nature says, okay, you don't follow my nature, my law, you are ready for diseases. Ease is comfort. And when it goes, it becomes disease. So if you follow the nature, you are healthy. If you don't follow the nature, you are not healthy. Well, the people, those who live in Maui or in Hawaii, they are very lucky because they live with nature. So for them, to adopt Ayurveda is easier than the people, those who live in the mainland, like where it's too cold and you have to live in a closed room away from the nature. So here you have more life. And I tell you, if you really follow the Ayurveda's starting principle from the soul, which Ayurveda says, when you get up early morning, see the sun of the dawn, when it's orange in color. You get so much energy by that.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Isn't it? You felt the difference?
I can't even sleep past 4 o'clock anymore. I'm up and I go out on my deck.
Wow.
And the sun just comes up kind of in Paia over the direction of Hana. And when I look at the sun, it's not the yellow, I see a disc.
Yeah.
Something like a third eye, I think, over it so that I could stare at it.
Well, then you are lucky.
Yeah.
If you can do this, and if you follow the sun salutation, means we have some exercise in yoga. We give exercise to the body by seeing the sun when it rises. You know, you make breathing good of each and every cell of your body.
Oh.
You feed your body with energy.
Okay.
And then you do whatever you want to do in the whole day. Ayurveda never says that don't work hard or don't lose energy. Do whatever you want to do. But also remember to charge your body. We use the mobile handset cell every day, but we have to charge it. Similarly, we have to charge our body. And that's what the aim I'm having. I've taken my mission that I don't want to teach big things. I just want to teach one thing. If health is good, everything is good.
Oh, okay.
Health is a wealth.
Let me ask you this then. During your consultations, you know, when you have private interviews, you provide individual analysis of health, disease tendencies, biological history you take, personal proclivities on the basis of each person's unique astrological data. Describe medical astrology for us.
Wow.
Okay? I know people only think, oh, he's an Ayurvedic doctor, but you've combined something and made it new, something we didn't know.
See, I believe, or not what I means, it's a Vedic system believes that this is just a small life. This life is a hyphen which connects indefinite past to the endless future. Whatever is happening, that is destiny, destined. This is the genetics. You know, each and every organ of our body has a genetic age, a genetic health. People say that at certain age, one person gets diabetes and some other gets at some different age. So this is genetically fixed, and this is what we can find out with astrology. I have seen people that the biggest cause for cirrhosis of the liver is alcoholism,
Right.
drinking alcohol. But you know, Ravidas ji, I saw the people, they get up early morning and they start drinking alcohol and they sleep with drinking alcohol, and nothing happened to their liver.
Yeah. Strange.
And I have seen the people, those who never touch alcohol, or in some just a casual party drinker, they just went and had some small sip of beer, and doctor diagnosed them as a cirrhosis of liver.
Why is that?
This is what is that made me to enter into astrology, being a medical man. Then I saw the astrology, I found, wow, I made that this certain person is having cirrhosis of liver and his Mars is in a diseased place. Then I made a rule in my hospital. Anybody who comes, I need data of date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. And we made the data-based studies. You know, in India, you have such a huge population. You can study a lot. And we found it was a fascinating research results of data that certain types of the situation of the Mars at the time of birth, you know, when you've taken the picture. Horoscope is a picture of sky at the time when you got birth at certain place. So we saw that when the person got birth, at that time, if the Mars is weak, they have a high chance of liver disorders. So if they drink alcohol, they are prone to disease of liver. Moreover, problem is not outside, problem is inside. Somebody comes to me and he yells on me, "Hey, Dr. Goswami, what do you think?" And if my mood is good, I will say, "Come on, sit, have a cup of tea, and then tell me what's the problem." But if I'm upset inside, and if somebody yells on me, I may react. So the problem is not outside. Problem is inside, and outside is the stimulus. So we believe that there is a vibrations constantly going on in our body. And these rays work on these vibrations of the planets, the rays from the planets. So we just see the horoscope, and I have a software now. We can find out that which vibrations are in the body mistaken, are wrong. And we just correct it by giving the herbs of that particular rays of the planet. Which planet is weak? If the moon is weak, then mental stress is too much. Then small reasons person can get upset and fear comes up. And then the whole body gets diseases. So astrology is a genetics. It's a genetic study. You can understand that which organs vibrations are disturbed, which system is not working properly. And you can prevent it. You can tell to the person, "My dear friend, hey, you are prone to liver disorder. You are prone to lungs disorder." So in advance, the person can take precautions and he can avoid that thing to happen in the life. So astrology is very much helpful.
Great. Can you integrate Ayurveda with modern medicine, yoga, and other healing disciplines, and the individual self with the big S, the big self, to bring about total health, awareness, and harmony? Can you put all that together?
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be perfect.
Yeah. That day will be the greatest day in the world.
Right.
When all the medical schools will combine together to help the health of the people and for harmony. Ayurveda is not the system of medicine only. Medicine is a small part of Ayurveda. Ayurveda has various areas. Like Ayurveda tells how to live the life, to make it healthy. How to eat food to make life healthy. How to come out of the house when you go for the work is also told in Ayurveda. How you should plan the day. You should get up early morning, what you should do, then how you should go to the work, how you should work, then how you sleep, what you should do before you go to sleep. For example, before going to sleep, if you wash your feet and apply the sesame oil on the sole of the feet, you have no problem in the sleep. You get deep sleep. And when you get up early morning, you're fresh. See, in the life, to make it beautiful, you have to do minute change. It's a tricky, you know. Small things sometimes counts a lot. These small things of Ayurveda, if followed by modern medicine also, then they can handle the problems better. Now the point is this: how to prove these things on medical ground?
All right.
That's a big question for the world. Then how can you say that this is going to work? Well, we are working on that. We are doing a lot of clinical studies. Like I said, genetics works. It's a genetic medicine. These all herbs, when they go into the body, they work on the DNAs. But the thing is this, time is not far when they will prove this. Meditation is completely scientific. I'm really working with my scientist group in India that after meditation of 1 hour, we take EEG, encephalogram, and we just try to study the spikes of that. And after too much of stress and fear, we go for EEG and we study the spikes. Surprising thing is this, we get a lot of differences. Meditation one day will prove that this is having a great support on the health. You know what does it mean of meditation? You sit here, you close your eyes, and you go to a different type of world. The reason is this, that nothing is faster than mind. I am here in Maui, but next moment I can be in India. I can be in Chicago, I can be in New York, I can be in Germany. So point is this, that one day we will be able to understand the scientific analysis and analogy behind the mind. And the day we understand, we will be able to explain the movement of mind in the language of science, Ayurveda will be accepted. And I don't think that Ayurveda is opposed by any system of the world. Ayurveda is a style of life which keeps you healthy. So it is accepted. And it also has a lot to do with the health to improve. We work on the body, and modern system works on disease. So if we combine together, it's a very good help to the society.
Let's talk about what you said before about the environment. Does the environment threaten, and how much the health of the population? Because you were saying that, but what should we do? We all can't move to the Himalayas or Maui, a little crowded. And like I always get sick whenever I go to the north of India. So it's a very complicated question. The environment, and even on Maui, every town has a group protesting the garbage, the runoff, the pesticides, the chemicals, the seeds. It's like almost a little war. And I think also in America, and I think in India, I remember even in the Punjab, they have organic rice now, but the Sikhs like to use a lot of pesticides, and in India, there's
it's a big issue.
Yeah, so how are we going to get beyond that? I don't want to get into the global warming and all that, but just this things we take in like food and nutrition, and then you talked about prana, air. So are we really in danger? Yeah, let's talk about danger factor.
Wonderful
Does that make
question.
your job harder?
No, it makes my job easier. I tell you something very, very surprising. There are 2 ways to protect yourself. Either stop surrounding to be bad, or make yourself stronger. How many things, Ravidas ji, can we correct in our surrounding? How many? You correct one, another comes. You correct the second one, third develops. How many things? This is a big challenge to correct the people, environment. One after another things will arise. Now, Ayurveda has a different approach. Our approach is work on yourself. If your immune system is stronger, if your flow of energy in you is good, if you can get up and sleep healthy without any influence of these surroundings, then we got the success. So Ayurveda has given more importance to make the body's immune system, body's hormonal system, body's neurological system stronger.
Okay, then my question is, what do you have to do? You know, like practical aspects. You're talking about kind of the philosophy.
You want to come to the practical point. Yeah,
more than just, oh, we're going to put some sesame oil on my feet.
Yeah.
How do you really get this immune system better, and how long does it take? Do you have to go to India?
No.
Do you have to spend so much time?
Yeah.
You know, here, there. It's kind of for people who don't know. You know, we don't want to intimidate them. We want them to look. This is not hard. You need to start somewhere. Where's the starting point? I mean, what would you do to people?
Okay, this is such a lovely question you have asked. Yeah, that's a practical point.
Important.
Yeah. See, the best teacher and the best doctor and the best master is one who makes complicated things simple. So I want to simplify the health, but doesn't mean that it's a solution for everything. First thing is this: you have to work on the mental platform and you have to work on the physical platform. I talk first about the physical platform. You get up early morning. First habit you have to make to get up early morning and see the sun. And this is the most important practical thing Ayurveda talks about. Second thing, you must eat the food which is fresh, because it's the food which is going to give you energy. So if your food is good, and that's enough. Like, I don't want to say that food you should take with pesticides. Yes, you have to take organic food. You have to take the best food, but it should be well cooked. It should be proper. It should not be old. It should not be freezed one. Ayurveda's main thing is this: you should eat the fresh food. Third thing, whenever you do something, Ayurveda says that keep the fear aspect away. And I tell you one thing, to removal of the fear is the biggest medicine. Can you tell me how the one medicine go in your body and create a miracle in giving a strength to you? Just remove the fear from yourself. The moment you remove the fear, you make the blood not form immune cells active. You know, nowadays the biggest health problem is autoimmune disorders. Immune cells are attacking your own body. It's not the outside things, it's inside you. So the biggest cause for autoimmunes, your immune cells to attack you, is fear. Now you may say that it's not practical. No, it's practical. Fear is something which is thinking about the future. When problem is not now, don't think about it. When problem comes, face it comfortably, with strength, with courage. But now, thinking about the problem which is going to come, we make immune cells active. We make immune cells to attack the body. So first of all, remove the fear, Ayurveda says. Ayurveda says take the fresh food. Ayurveda says you get up early morning and see the sun. Ayurveda says whenever you have problem, drink hot water. Drink hot water. But nowadays in society we drink cold water, ice water, because it gives good feeling. You have a burning sensation inside and you drink the hot water, but this is only for a few minutes. And then you have more problems. Diamond cuts the diamond. Iron cuts the iron. Similarly, if you have problem of indigestion, hot water helps you. Like if there is a